Earlier this month, the awesomely horrible sci-fi flick Sharknado caused a social media feeding frenzy that I had to be a part of. And now, just when you thought it was safe to turn on the TV again,
hold a special place in our imagination. They're the villains in our movies, the stars of our documentaries, and the name we give to anything that's powerful, sleek, and ruthless.
Like a beloved American holiday, Shark Week returns to the Discovery Channel for its 26th straight year on August 4th. This year, for the first time ever, new robotic cameras will capture every twist and turn of these fearsome beasts, and that sounds awesome. Researchers will stalk the deadly Megalodon, a 60-foot prehistoric shark that makes a great white look like a guppy. It may still be lurking in the depths of the ocean, which means I'm not going swimming anywhere. Pools, oceans, nada. To keep the Predator party rolling each night, Discovery is debuting Shark After Dark, a live hour-long late-night show with serious bite. Joining us now is the host of Shark After Dark, best-selling author and friend of the show, Josh Wolf. Welcome back. So, tell me a little about this show.
Well, it is a traditional hour-long late-night talk show, but it's going to be a little shark-centric, obviously, because we will be leading in with 15 million people just watching Megalodon, but it's live. Here's the craziest thing. Discovery wanted to do kind of a traditional late-night old school, so there's no live to tape, there's no edit. At 8 p.m., the camera will turn on for the very first time, and I'll do a monologue. And we're going to have guests, celeb guests. We're going to have shark expert guests. We're going to have field pieces. I'm swimming with sharks for the first time.
Well, you got to swim with them.
Wow. Yeah, but listen, I'm not a great swimmer. And
I'm not that strong a swimmer?
I'm a horrible swimmer. And you know what they said? I told my producer, I go, I'm not a great swimmer. She goes, that'll be funny. And I was like, what? Funny?
Well, as I've found out working with Ari, that when you do it live, sometimes people make mistakes, but we love him regardless. But look, sharks are not funny. You are funny.
Yes.
Late night wants funny. So how's that going to work?
Well, we're going to tell some shark jokes, but it is not you're going to run out of shark jokes. I mean, there's maybe 3. So we're going to have shark guests on, and we're going to have experts, and we're going to have people who survive shark attacks. But it's a comedy. I mean, we're doing a field piece here, and we're also spoofing other Discovery Channel shows. There's a Discovery Channel show called Naked and Afraid. Do you know that one?
I do know that one.
Where they drop 2 naked people off on an island, and they go for 21 days and tell them to survive. Well, we're doing Naked and Afraid, a spoof. We're filming it here in New York City. So they're dropping me and a girl off naked in New York City tomorrow. And we're doing a field piece. And I'm less afraid to be naked in New York City than I am to be barefoot in New York City.
Right.
That sounds like a really bad idea, barefoot in New York City.
Is there going to be some Sharknado stuff in there?
This is just spoofing that show. That's all that is. There'll be some. The whole show can't be sharks, or else people are going to go to sleep.
How awesome was Sharknado?
The craziest thing about Sharknado, did you see it?
What is Sharknado? Why don't we start there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so awesome.
Okay. You shouldn't have seen it.
Okay.
Here, Tara Reid was in it, and it was a tornado that picked up sharks.
So they're flying around through the air. Josh might be just standing there, and a shark would just come out of the air and just bite his arm off.
I think the most unbelievable thing about the entire Sharknado is that Tara Reid was in it, and she wasn't drunk at all in the entire show. That was the most unbelievable thing.
I know better than to ask, but so are the sharks that are live out of water in the tornado then?
Oh, are you talking about the Sharknado?
He's still in the Sharknado.
I'm trying to ask you about the Sharknado.
Yes, they're alive.
They're surviving. There's a Sharknado 2 coming.
And they throw bombs into the tornado to kill the sharks because nothing could go wrong when you throw bombs into a tornado.
Sounds like a bad Under the Dome spinoff. Like Under the Dome with sharks. Has anyone looked into that?
It was not great, but it was so not good. It was good. Do you know what I mean? Like it was.
Yeah, sure.
It was Ian Ziering, and it was basically anybody in the '90s who had a career went on and did this movie.
Not to make it about me, but my teleprompter reading is sort of like that. It's so bad it's good. The question I have for you is, what is you're in the center of the Sharknado, if you will. What is the fascination, seriously, in American pop culture with sharks?
I think the unknown, as much as we think we know, we don't. And there's things we've never seen, and they're so vicious and ferocious that I think that's fascinating to us. The power that they have. Have you seen the ones where the great whites come from underneath the seal and jump out of the water?
Yeah, man.
I mean, that is just fascinating to see. And there's still a lot in species of sharks that like the megalodon.
We've never seen them mate, right?
Great whites. We've never seen them mate on camera.
I've never seen you mate.
Oh,
You
right.
could. There's a YouTube channel for it.
Angela, save us from the awkward man.
It's Friday.
TMI. So I guess my question, along the lines of what Ari was just talking about, the fascination with sharks, I don't understand. I want them as far away from me as possible.
Yeah.
But the data also says that you're more likely to be killed by a hornet, a wasp, a bee, or a dog, of which I'm afraid of all of them. I literally run from bees to this day. But folks are still very afraid of sharks. So what is all the hype about? Is it us reminiscing on Jaws?
I will tell you, and I researched it too, you're more likely to die from a coconut than you are from a shark. The difference is Discovery's not going to make a coconut week because a coconut can't bite off your leg and feed it to you. You know what I mean? So you're not, and I'm not going to say it's funny if someone gets killed by a coconut, but I'm not going to say it's not funny. You know what I mean? And if somebody gets eaten by a shark, it's gruesome, and so
horrible.
Yeah, it's the fear of that happening, and it's the finality of it is just. It's a horrible thought. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
That's what I would say the fascination is. And people doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, right. Oh, ouch.
He went to kiss a shark and it bit him in the lip.
Not good thinking.
That's
No.
disgusting.
All right. We took this to the Facebook and asked you if the shark craze returning to TV makes you excited or afraid. Clearly excited. Look at the exclamation point. Joan Wills hit us with a concise, love Shark Week. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Erin Margaret Moyes posted, I can only hope it's better than Sharknado, which, of course, is impossible. We hope you'll like us on the Facebook and something you are sure to enjoy. Josh,
yes.
Stand up this weekend at the legendary Caroline's Comedy Club. Swing by if you're in NYC. Josh Wolf, thanks very much.
Thank you for having me. I
Very
appreciate
much.
it. That's all right.
Poldenari.
Yeah.
Up next, my thoughts on some police procedures that do not pass the smell test. But before that, a final taste of Shark Week.
2 weeks ago, the world fell in love with Snuffy the seal, who washed up on shore injured and dehydrated. We now go live to Snuffy's triumphant return to the sea.
We are just moments away from releasing Snuffy, the rescued seal, back into the ocean. And now you see it, Snuffy's triumphant return.
Holy
Shark Week. It's a bad week to be a seal.